The year was 1908. In British-ruled India, a group of archaeologists uncovered ancient Sanskrit manuscripts, not religious texts, but blueprints for flying machines. These manuscripts described Vimana's vehicles that could soar through the skies and even travel between worlds. The discovery was quietly set aside, challenging the Western narrative of a primitive India. The language was ancient, but the technology described was futuristic. British scholars were baffled. Were these myths or records of real technology? The world wasn't ready for such a revelation, so the story faded into obscurity. Yet Indian scholars saw more than myth. They saw a lost science, a shastra, with instructions for building and piloting Vimanas. The knowledge was fragmented but persistent. This discovery cracked open the dam of accepted history, forcing a re-evaluation of myth versus fact. In India, mythia, is a vehicle for truth, not just fiction. Could stories of flying chariots be technical truths, preserved as legend? The 1908 find wasn't just about old paper. It was about a new way to see our past. The whispers of forgotten science became a question that would echo for generations. What if ancient India's skies were once filled with wonders we're only now beginning to imagine? The search for answers had just begun. What is a Vimana? In ancient Indian texts, they're flying palaces, self-propelled, radiant, and able to cross vast distances in an instant. The Rigveda describes gods traveling in these vehicles, not pulled by horses, but powered by thought and mantra. The Ramayana's Pushpaka Vimana could carry a city, move at the speed of thought, and obey its master's will. After defeating Ravana, Rama used it to return to Ayodhya. The Mahabharata tells of Arjuna flying to the heavens in a Vimana, and of epic battles with aerial craft firing devastating weapons. Vimanas had multiple decks, could hover, zigzag, and even become invisible. They were made of special metals and powered by mysterious engines, sometimes described as mercury vortex drives. Some texts claim Vimanas could travel between planets and stars. Whether literal or symbolic, these stories show a culture unbound by gravity, imagining, or remembering flight. The details are strikingly advanced, echoing modern concepts of aerial warfare and space travel. Are these just myths, or echoes of a forgotten technology? The line between legend and lost science blurs. The sky for ancient India was never the limit. The Vaimanika Shastra is the most detailed and controversial text on ancient Indian aeronautics. Said to be channeled by Pandit Subbaraya Shastri in the early 1900s, it claims roots in the ancient sage Bharadwaja's work. Unlike the epics, it's a technical manual, blueprints, materials, pilot training, and 32 piloting secrets. It describes different Vimanas, their designs, and even power sources, mercury, copper, and more. The level of detail is staggering, from invisibility to eavesdropping on enemy craft. In the 1970s, Indian scientists analyzed the text and declared its designs unfit for flight. A modern hoax, they said. Critics pointed to flawed physics and lack of evidence, but supporters argue the text uses esoteric language and describes principles we don't yet understand. They claim dismissing it by modern standards is short-sighted. Is it pseudoscience or a glimpse of lost knowledge? The Vaimanika Shastra remains an unsolved mystery, fueling debate to this day. Its secrets, if any, are still waiting to be unlocked. The question lingers: what did the ancients really know? The Vimana debate splits myth from science. Mainstream historians see these tales as metaphor. No wreckage, no factories, no proof. To them, Vimanas are ancient flying carpets, not real machines. But some researchers point to the text's technical details: propulsion, alloys, flight maneuvers. They argue evidence may be lost, destroyed, or yet to be found. Sites like the Ellora caves hint at lost technologies. Some descriptions, like mercury vortex engines, echo modern ion propulsion. Others see parallels with stealth or light-bending tech. Skeptics call these coincidences projections of modern ideas onto old myths. But what if civilization is cyclical and advanced knowledge was preserved as legend? The Vimana stories force us to question our assumptions about history and progress. Where does myth end and science begin? The answer remains elusive. Dismissing Vimanas often comes from cultural bias and a linear view of history. Ancient Sanskrit is layered, literal, symbolic, spiritual, making translation tricky. What if Mercury meant a different energy? What if mantras were a form of technology? The Vimana Shastra's designs resemble modern UFO reports, conical, spherical, pyramid-shaped. Are ancient gods in Vimanas the same as today's visitors? Whether real, alien or allegory, Vimanas challenge our certainty. They remind us history isn't a closed book. Mysteries remain, hidden in plain sight. The stories invite us to see the past as a source of forgotten wisdom. As we advance, are we inventing or remembering? The skies of ancient India may still hold secrets. The quest for answers continues. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to When Was That? For more intriguing explorations into ancient mysteries. What do you think about the Vimanas? Let us know in the comments below.